My name is Brennan Gereltz, and I work for Lone Rock Resources. I manage Lone Rock's logging company, which has road construction, timber cutting, trucking, logging, and a shop. Everyone is affected by wildfires. At the front end of that are the foresters and the land managers and the landowners, whether they be large or small, who are bearing the brunt of that devastation. We prepare, we train, and we execute when that fire bell rings. And we put on the same yellow shirts and green pants as any other professional firefighter out there. The impacts of these fires impact not just the landowner whose land is devastated, but it impacts the water, the air, the recreation, the things that all Oregonians appreciate and get to experience.
My name is Kerry Woods, and I've been with Justina Land and Timber for well over 40 years, and my position is Road Construction Superintendent. And when we look out through our windows of our new house and see the black around the base of the timber, it's just always going to be a reminder of what happened here. Once we got the Level 3 evacuation notice, we had 3 of our young grandkids with us staying the night. We had my daughter and son also staying the night. We loaded up everyone and went to my daughter's house in Springfield, thinking all along that it was just a safety precaution and we would be back in a few days to our home. Because we're in the industry, we're able to get through a roadblock on the next morning and come up here. The house was still here. Although it looked like it was a very dangerous place to be. I believe it burnt down later that day. Just killed. The fire just killed. It didn't really burn up the trees, it just killed them. It didn't really have any value. It's just a loss of a healthy forest.
When it comes to fighting fire, we're all standing shoulder to shoulder out there. It should be the same when we sit down to figure out how we're going to pay for this as fires get bigger, more expensive, and more destructive.
It's actually really hard to put into words how it feels to look at the kitchen window every day and see the retirement that isn't. When I decided I was ready to retire, we started looking for property. We've always loved backpacking and being in the woods, and I wanted to get back to the Northwest. And so that was really what brought us back here, what got us looking in this direction. So we purchased this property. We kind of poured all of our retirement savings into it, thinking this was our 401k on the ground. And we had one stand of trees in particular that was about 35, and our thought was, great, in 10, 15, 20 years when we need to cash in that part of our retirement, we might be able to harvest or even do a good commercial thinning on it, and it's gone.
The honeymoon was short. We had looked at places to live really carefully to try and minimize our exposure to wildfire. This little paradise got torched when the Holiday Farm fire came through.
So in less than 2 years, we went from discovering the property to putting an offer in on the property to falling in love and packing up everything we had in California to move up here to be with the property, and then it was gone. We have been amazed and humbled over and over again by the love and care and compassion and sense of community in the forestry and timber community, from small woodland owners to industrial folks. There is this palpable sense of love and care of not only the forest, but of everyone living and working in it.
This has been a community of people and businesses that are part of that entire cycle that have held our hands as we're working our way through the entire life cycle of our forest.
Landowners and the professional foresters that they employ have been fighting fire in this state since ODF was even formed. It's what we do. We have been here in the background working tirelessly. And sometimes it's hard to live in the shadows and not get the credit that we know that we deserve. We recognize the need and the value that we provide, and it doesn't matter whose land it's on. We'll continue to be here.